Jack, great to have you with us. I guess for you at Oxford, what was the big derby? Would have been Swindon. Did you play in one of those games?
Yeah, I did. So that was, unfortunately, it was a COVID game, so there was no supporters there. But yeah, we played them away. We won 2-1. Actually saved a penalty that day, so good memories of that day. And yeah, it just would have been nice if there were some fans in there. I'm sure that one gets quite hostile. I've done a few on the bench, but never played in front of the fans in that one. But yeah.
Yeah, so tomorrow then, big day for you in that it will, all being well, your first taste of a proper derby atmosphere, one of these kind of games where you're out there in between the sticks and it's all going on in the stands.
Yeah, I've been told by quite a few of the lads that it can get a bit tasty, so I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, hopefully a big away performance by us, and yeah, hopefully we can go there, have a good performance and come away with a positive result.
I always think it's particularly tough for goalkeepers in these sorts of games because you spend either a half or, I guess when it's at London Road, both halves, you're standing there all by yourself for a period of time and you've got all the fans around you.
Yeah, it's exactly like you said. We're sort of the first point of contact to the fans. So yeah, I obviously hear a lot of abuse, a lot of everything from the fans. So no, you just sort of learn the more games you play to sort of ignore it and just focus on the game itself. And yeah, like you said, these away derbies, I'm sure will be a fun atmosphere to be involved in.
Yeah, does it take a few games to get the hang of that as a young keeper? Because it's one thing playing in youth team games or reserve games, training, whatever it might be, but quite different when you get thrown right into it and you've got all of that to deal with.
Yeah, it is, and I was kind of lucky in a way that I sort of broke through in the COVID season where I sort of could deal with the pressure of the game itself without the extra pressure of fans, and then it sort of got dripped into me where it was like 50% capacity and then built its way up. So yeah, I was sort of fortunate in that sense where I could, yeah, because as a keeper it is that extra bit of pressure with a couple of thousand people behind you. So yeah, but yeah, now I'm obviously well experienced in that, and yeah, looking forward to the game at the weekend.
I suppose it goes without saying, given that Peterborough are fourth in the league, got a strong home record, you're expecting that you'll have a bit of defending to do at the weekend. Yeah,
exactly, and yeah, I've always said it since I've been playing. Like Peterborough are always one of the top teams in the league. You know, it's a really tough place to go. Last season went there, it was a tough time. And yeah, when they really get going, especially attacking wise, they're a big threat. So we've got to try and neutralise that, be really solid like we have been, and yeah, try and take our chances when they come.
You've got a brilliant basis to work from with the defensive record. I suppose in any game the first goal is massive, but you do get the feeling that with tomorrow's game it could be particularly important. Yeah,
definitely. Like you said, every first goal is always important. It sort of sets up the rest of the game, and yeah, but we've got a good mental sort of. We've got a good attitude in the changing room, and you know, whatever does happen, we can overcome. And yeah, we'll be looking to go there and play our stuff, and yeah, hopefully come away with a good result.
Presumably you're really happy with how the season has gone for you on a personal level so far. The injury you could have done without, but ignoring that bit, you're happy with how it's gone? Yeah,
definitely. Yeah, I couldn't really ask for a better start, especially that first game of the season. Was you know, that was a big one for me. So unfortunately got that injury, kept me out for a while, but yeah, coming back in, and you know, the lads in front of me have been so solid. Yeah, helps me out massively, and we got a really good solid base, and we know we can go into any games, and we're always involved in every game all the way to the end, and yeah, hopefully we can keep that going.
And when you arrived at the club, there was just that sense that you were looking for the right sort of culture, the right sort of environment to help you really settle, having had really promising moments in your career and then less so, and that seems to have been the case so far.
Yeah, definitely. Like, since I've joined here, it's been great. All the lads, all the staff, everyone's made me feel so welcome, and it's nice to have a permanent home and somewhere where I feel really valued, a big part of something. So yeah, I'm really happy here. I've moved down, and yeah, it's a permanent base for me now, and yeah, I'm loving life here.
Thanks, Jack. That's great from me.
Thanks a lot.
Hi Jack, you mentioned a couple of times about the defensive record and how well the side has done defensively. Why do you think that has been the case this season?
Well, I think we've got good experience in the two centre halves. You know, played a lot of games at a very high level. Helps me out a lot as well. And we work on it in training. We're constantly working on our defensive shape and our defensive unit, and it gives us a real good solid base. And then it's just that bit of determination to keep the ball out of the net. You know, the lads in front of me are making great blocks, and they're just so well organised. So I think it's just keeping that going, keeping that consistency, and knowing that if we do our job, hopefully we can start taking more chances the other end and come out with a few more wins.
It's obviously a big game tomorrow. What would it mean to you and the rest of the squad to get a win on Derby Day? Yeah,
it's massive. I think, especially for the fans, these are the sort of games you look at when the fixtures come out, and yeah, Derby Day away from home. If you can come out with a win there, I mean, I don't think the fans will be forgetting about that anytime soon. So that's what we'll be going there trying to do. Hopefully, we can give the fans a day to remember.